Ball bent round towards Harry Kane. The flag has stayed down. Harry Kane for Tottenham!
Hey guys, how is it going? It is S2G and welcome to the first episode of the Spurs Career Mode series, and I'm super excited to get this series started off. A different challenge, a more difficult one compared to the other career modes that I've done, and I can't wait to get started off with Spurs. Now, Spurs are a team that have been playing some brilliant football under Mauricio Pochettino, but they've lacked that cutting edge to try and win trophies, and because of that, fans of other clubs have ridiculed Spurs, and that is something we've got to address. That is something we've got to change. We've got to make Spurs a team that wins trophies and plays brilliant football. Besides that, I want to make Spurs a European powerhouse, a team that competes for the Premier League title every single season, and a team that even competes in the Champions League for the title. I mean, it's going to take time. Maybe it's going to take 2 or 3 seasons, but I'm ready for that challenge and I can't wait to kick things off. So if you guys are excited for this journey with Spurs, make sure to drop a like on this video. You guys smash out 500 likes and I will give you guys another episode of this series tomorrow itself. So make sure to drop a like on this video, and if you are new around here watching my videos for the first time, make sure to subscribe for more FIFA 18 career mode content. One thing that returns to this Spurs career mode is the addition of press conferences. Now, if you guys have followed my previous career modes, you guys pretty much know what these are all about. So you guys can ask me questions related to this series, to the players, create your own transfer rumors and all that kind of good stuff, and I'll be answering a couple of them every single episode. So they're going to look a bit like this. So if you're interested in getting involved, make sure to drop a comment with the hashtag PCQ, which stands for press conference question, in the comment section, along with your question, of course. So yeah, make sure to drop that in the comment section so that I can answer your press conference questions. The first thing we're going to be doing in this Spurs career mode is having a look at the squad we already have at our disposal and discussing where we need improvements. We've got Kane up front. Who else do we need in that striker role? I mean, I reckon he's going to score us 25 plus goals in the Premier League. What do you guys think? How many goals do you think Kane will score for us in the Premier League? Comment down below. I think he's going to be sensational. Son, Ali and Eriksen as our attack. I mean, that is literally perfect. What a, midfield that is. Attacking midfield of Son, Ali and Eriksen. That is just world class. We've got Dembele and Dyer in that CDM role. Maybe Dyer isn't your perfect CDM. So that is a position where we may need to improve upon. So yeah, comment down below, what CDM would you suggest us to sign? Rose, Vertonghen, also Vidal and Aurier. Again, the perfect back line. Lloris in goal is brilliant. He's a top keeper, 88 rated. He's going to be brilliant for us. On the bench, we also have some talented players like Davinson Sanchez, Ben Davies, Wanyama, Lamela is pretty good as well in that cam role, or maybe even out wide. We've got Lucas, who is rapid. He's going to be a brilliant super sub with that 92 sprint speed. Not the best finisher, but I'm sure he can improve upon that. Llorente is someone that I'm not really convinced of because he's not quick, but he's very good in the air. So maybe a player we can bring on where we need that physical aspect. So yes, a good bench, a solid bench, but still I think we need to make quite a few improvements. Maybe another striker because Kane can't play every single game and I'm not too convinced with Llorente. So maybe that is a position where we need to improve. Definitely think we need another winger because Son is our only left midfielder. I mean, this Giorgio guy, I think we're going to sell because I don't think he's going to become a top player. So maybe that's a position we need to improve. A CDM, a striker, maybe a left mid, and potentially even a centre back, because right now our only centre backs are Vertonghen, also Vidal, Davinson Sanchez and this Foyt guy. To be fair, we might not need a centre back, because if we do sign a CDM, Dyer can hop into those centre back positions if needs be. So overall, yeah, those are the improvements I think we need to make. Make sure to comment down below your suggestions. I'm going to be making only one signing in this video, which you guys are going to see soon. But apart from that, all the signings are going to be suggested by you guys. Also, I don't want to be making too many signings in the first season to keep it as realistic and fun as possible. So yeah, keep that in mind. Now, looking at the budget we have here at Spurs, it is a pretty good budget. £60 million is a lot of money. I haven't used any of those transfer boosts to keep the series as realistic as possible. A good wage budget as well. I think that should be good enough to make all the signings. And also, after all the signings, we're going to set up our very own youth academy, because I know a lot of you guys do enjoy the aspect of bringing up top talents from the youth academy. Now, one more thing I wanted to discuss is players that are going to leave the club. Now, there is only one top player. I mean, I wouldn't even call him a top player that I think we should get rid of, and that is Moussa Sissoko, because I just don't think he's good enough, and we've got already too many players in that position, so he's going to leave. And the rest of these players are youngsters that I don't think have it to play for Spurs at the top level. I have kept some youngsters like Harry Winks, Walker Peters and all those guys, but yeah, these youngsters, I don't think they've got it to play for Spurs. You won't believe the objectives the board has set us. I mean, it's ridiculous. They want us to win the league in our first season itself. That's going to be difficult. Win the FA Cup, alright, that's acceptable. Reach the finals of the Champions League. Are they having a laugh, man? Ridiculous. And also, to let you guys know, I have, of course, changed the group stage tables to keep it as realistic as possible. That means we're going to have Real Madrid, Dortmund, and basically the teams that were there in real life for Spurs in their Champions League season. This season, of course. So yeah, just to keep the series as realistic as possible. Financially, within 3 seasons, increase the club worth by 10%. That should be easy, no problem at all. Brand exposure, gain £175 million, I guess. That should be done pretty easily as well. Youth development, sign 4 players in your youth academy assigned to each of the positions. Goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, forward. That should be done if we do employ someone to, you know, start up our youth academy. So tough board expectations for once. I'm telling you guys, this is going to be a real challenge. And apart from that, apart from all the off-the-field challenges, I've made it difficult for us even in terms of gameplay, because I've adjusted the sliders to make the game as difficult as possible. Why did I change that? Yeah, there you go. So these are the sliders I'm going to be using. This makes the AI a lot harder and tougher to beat, so I'm hoping this will produce more entertaining gameplay for all of you guys. We've already talked about the squad we have, the players that need to leave, but we haven't spoken about players that need to join. And I told you guys there is one player I want to bring in this episode itself, and that is this guy, Lautaro Martinez. Now, for those of you guys who don't know much about him, he plays for Racing Club and he's been brilliant for them. I've seen some of his highlights and he seems like a top talent. He's also been picked for the Argentina national squad for the upcoming friendlies in a couple of weeks or so, and he's going to be playing alongside Messi. And of course, you've got to be a top talent to be picked by the Argentina national team, and I feel he's going to be brilliant. He's also got a chance to play in the World Cup maybe, so yeah, he's a player that I really want to sign, and I'm scouting him right now. We'll know much more about him in a couple of weeks, and then we will go in for an official offer and try to lure him in to Spurs. He's of course going to be only our backup striker for the first couple of seasons, but maybe later on he can have much more of an impact. Right now, I only want someone to be a backup striker because Harry Kane is going to be the main man. You guys know that. Now, one player here in this list, you might be wondering, I wanted to sign realistic players, so why is he on the list? Well, Gareth Bale is an emotional transfer, you know, to bring him back to Spurs. When he played for Spurs, he was brilliant, and at one point in this series, I want to bring him back. Maybe not this season, in fact, definitely not this season, but maybe next season, maybe the season after that. I want Gareth Bale at one point to become a Spurs player, so I'm going to be removing him from the shortlist for now. But you guys know, I've set my sights on Gareth Bale. Within the next 2 or 3 seasons, we will bring him back because it's going to be emotional bringing back Gareth Bale. Let me know what are your thoughts and opinions on bringing back Gareth Bale. There's so many good players from the past, like Modric as well, who we can bring back. So yeah, maybe next season or the season after that we can do that. But for now, we've got to focus on building a good base, building from this team and making it even better. Well, this is a tough group in our preseason tournament, the American Challenge Cup. Juve, Athletic and Atlanta in our group. That is actually pretty difficult. If we do get in the final, we will play that game. Apart from that, we will sim all games. And keep in mind, I'm going to be playing every single competitive game in this series, even the FA Cup, even the Capital One Cup or the Carabao Cup as it's called now, to keep this series as fun as possible. So yeah, that is the plan, and I'm excited to see what we can do in this preseason tournament. I know you guys love the tactical aspects of career mode, so here are the roles and play instructions that I've assigned to my team. So, captain, it's going to be Hugo Lloris. Free kick taker, Eriksen, because he's so good at it, you know. Look at this, man. He's got, what, 86 free kick accuracy. He's brilliant. Corner taker, also Eriksen, because he's brilliant at that. And penalty taker, Harry Kane, because we know he's a solid penalty taker. Now, moving on to the player instructions. This is where a lot of you guys are interested at. So, Harry Kane, stay central, press back line. I think he's pretty good at that. Ali, we want him to get into the box for crosses, try and, you know, finish some of the crosses and, you know, link up well with Harry Kane. That is the plan. Eriksen and Son playing as wide midfielders, but both have different jobs. So Son's job is to get in behind, make space, and yeah, just use his pace and exploit other defenses. Eriksen's job is a bit different. It's more to, you know, come short, get the ball, be on the ball, create chances. That's what the role I've assigned him to. Dembele and Dyer, they're going to be like our midfield, powerhouses. We're going to have Dembele play a little more aggressive in comparison to Dyer, who's going to just stay back, control the midfield. That's his job. And I'm not sure Dyer is good at that. And that is why I think we maybe need a defensive midfielder. Again, up to you guys. Drop a suggestion and let me know. Rose and Aurier are going to bomb forward and make runs. We've got Vertonghen and also Vidal being our defenders. So, yeah, solid team, man. I'm excited to see what we can achieve with this Spurs side. First game that we're going to be simming. Can we pick up the win? Oh, Danny Rose has scored in the 25th minute in the American Challenge Cup. That's brilliant. Heung-min Son has scored as well. Looks like we are going to be picking up the win against Atletico and a 4-0 win. What is going on? No injuries as well, which is awesome. Son, Eriksen, Dembele and Rose with the goals. Perfect start to this series. It is time to get some training done, and these are the players I'm going to be training. And you would have noticed some new players in here, like players that aren't really in the first team, like Winks, Foyt, Walker Peters, all talented youngsters with good potential, and I'm banking on them with training to become top players. So we're going to be doing exactly that. Also training Dele Alli because I want him to get to a higher rating than he is now, because he's a very important player to our team. So, well, Winks doing well in training, getting an A, that is pretty awesome. And yeah, those are the players I'm probably going to train for quite a while. Oh, well, look at this. Transfer offer for Dele Alli from Bayern Munich. Not really the best of offers, and I'm not even looking to sell him, so rejecting the offer. Dele Alli is a Spurs player and will be a Spurs player for quite a while. We are simulating this game right now against Atalanta, and we are leading 2 goals to 0. I think a win here sends us to the next round, so that's pretty awesome. And that's how the game comes to an end. Son's been on fire for us, so yeah, 2-0 against Atlanta, and I think we've booked our spot in the semi-finals. Damn, this is a very interesting offer for Ben Davies. 22.6 million for our backup left back. I'm so tempted to accept this, but then again, we've got no other backup left back, and I still think Ben Davies is a top player for being, backup, and potentially he's only 24, so he can become a top player as well. So I'm going to reject it, man. I'm going to keep Ben Davies because I think he could be really helpful for us this season. What do you guys think? Should I have sold him? I'm not so sure. We finally got complete details regarding Lautaro Martinez. I think we've got to sign him, man, for the prize. And as a backup striker, one for the future. He's only 19. I think he can be solid. He's going to learn a lot from Harry Kane. And yeah, we're going to do it, man. Let's just go ahead and sign him now. Lautaro Martinez, now going to be an international player for Argentina. I think a move now to, of course, England could well suit him a lot. So let's try and get the job done for him. I'm actually going to be offering Musa Sissoko in a swap deal for Lautaro Martinez because I don't really need Musa Sissoko, as I've said before. Let's see if that works out well. Oh, they're looking to bring a right back, so we've got to offer a transfer fee. He's worth 10.5 million. Let's offer 13 and just see what a Racing Club come back and say. We know they need the money because, of course, they're not that big of a club. So 13 million could do them a lot of business. So let's see what happens, man. Are they going to accept that? They want 17.4 million pounds. That's a lot of money. Let's propose a new transfer fee, bump it up to 15. What do you guys think about that? I think that is a good offer for Lautaro Martinez. Come on. Oh, they still want 17.4. What about 16? I'm trying to be way too stingy, man. But you know what? Every penny counts. Every penny counts. We're not Barcelona this time around, where we've got practically unlimited funds. 16 million pounds. There you have it, guys. Business done properly. 16 million pounds for Lautaro Martinez, our new backup striker. Let's try and get the deal done, negotiate for his contract and have him at the club and make him our first signing of this career mode. I think it's a realistic signing. I can see him join the Premier League very soon. The likes of Lamela have all done that, Argentine players. There are quite a few Argentine players in the Premier League, so I think it's a realistic transfer. Discussing his role at the club. Rotation or sporadic? Let's give him sporadic and see if he, of course, accepts that. Well, there you go. That's brilliant. He's not going to crib for getting more game time. 4-year deal seems fine to me. I could have given him a 5-year deal, but 4 years seems pretty fine. He doesn't want a release clause, and as you guys know, in the Premier League, release clauses aren't compulsory. There you go. That's pretty good. I'm going to remove the appearance bonus and just accept that. You know what? I think that's perfect. 22.5 million for our backup striker for 4 years. Brilliantly done. All right, 23 million. Not 23 million. What am I saying? 23,000. Apologies for that. There you go. 23,000 pounds for our backup striker, Lautaro Martinez. Brilliant signing. So there you go. He is our new signing. And I want you guys to go down in the comment section below and let me know what kit number I should give him. I'm excited to see what he can produce for us, as he's costed us quite a bit, 16 million. He's been given the number 9 already. Should we let him keep the number 9? I don't know, you guys can decide that in the comment section. Now we simulate our final group stage game, which is against Juventus. They've also won both their games, so this could be an interesting one. And I'm starting Martinez for this one just to see what he can do against the top side. Can he score? That would be really incredible. Still 0-0, 30 minutes in. We're going to sim this game, and we do win, which is nice. Son and Eriksen scored. So yeah, not complaining at all. We've won all 3 of our group stage games. And let's see who we face in the semi-finals of the preseason tournament. We've got ourselves a transfer offer for Victor Wanyama. It's a good offer, but I don't want to be selling players now in our first season, in the first window itself. I want to at least have 6 months with the team and then decide who to sell or not, because you never know. He could be a hidden gem in this side, you know? So I'm going to reject this offer and keep Victor Wanyama at the club. Well, it's Real Madrid, the team we're going to be facing in the semi-finals of this competition, and we've scored in the first minute. Heung-min Son is turning out to be the main man in this side. He's pretty much scored in every single game that we've simmed. Can we win this game? Yes, we can. 4-0 up against Real Madrid. I think because they played a lot of their youngsters and we literally went all in with the top side for this one. Yeah, man, super amazing. Sanchez will miss the finals, I think. But yeah, brilliantly done from Spurs. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just super hyped to get started off with the Premier League season against Newcastle United. Hence, I am going to be simulating this game here against Barcelona in the finals of this cup, because no one really cares about the preseason tournament, right? And apart from that, while simming games, things are going so well for us, like, oh well, Coutinho does score to equalize things. It's still 1-0. Can we score? Come on. Still 1-0, and no, we've lost the game to a goal from Leo Messi. That is disappointing, but doesn't really matter, man. The main focus is the Premier League. We've made one signing. Now I've got to rely on you guys to suggest me players, and then in the next episode we can make signings. But for now, it's time to test out this Spurs side against Newcastle United in the Premier League in a game which actually matters a lot. Are Leicester City actually doing this? Are they having a laugh? They think we're going to be accepting an offer for Heung-min Son Aldo. No way. Son is staying at the club for as long as possible. Leicester City, you ain't having him. The hype levels right now for our first Premier League game of the season are through the roof. I'm so excited to kick things off against Newcastle United. I'm hoping we can pick up our first win, maybe get some goals with Harry Kane, because that would be just awesome for the first episode of the series. Yeah, and I'm generally just too hyped for this first game. Besides that, do comment your transfer suggestions in the comment section. There is a reason why I didn't make any more signings in this episode. It's because I wanted as much input as possible from you guys in the comment section below. I want to get you guys involved in this series. We've got about 70,300,000 in our wage budget, so we've got a lot of money to spend, and it's up to you guys to decide how we spend that. I think maybe a left midfielder back up to Son. I don't want to really make too many changes to the first team because I think it's pretty good already. But yeah, comment down below with your suggestions and just get involved with this series. But for now, it's time. First Premier League game of the season. Can we get ourselves a win to kick things off away to Newcastle? I'm hyped. This is the team that I've gone for our first Premier League game of the season at the St. James's Park against Newcastle United. That front four that we've got, Kane, Ali, Son and Eriksen. It's just brilliant. I've gone for Wanyama ahead of Dyer because I feel he's more suited to that role. I just think he's a brilliant CDM, so let's see what he can do. Rose, Vertonghen, also without Aurier, just brilliant defensively. Son has gone up to an 84, so he's going to be even better now. Let's jump right into our first game of the season and potentially pick up a win. Wanyama wins it back. That's exactly what we want. He finds Harry Kane, who gets the shots off, and he's done it. Harry Kane, on his debut for me as manager, has scored, and it just had to happen. It just had to be this man. What a strike from Harry Kane in the 7th minute of this game. Brilliantly done, and look at Wanyama winning the ball back there so well. And then of course Kane, oh what a strike. I mean, he's gonna do this a lot in this series, and I'm gonna be surprised and excited every single time. What a goal from Harry Kane. We've taken the lead against Newcastle United. Big challenge there from Wanyama, who's been superb in this game. Harry Kane now goes for the finesse shot, takes the deflection, finds its way to Dele Alli, who turns, gets the shots off. Big save from Cardinal. So far, even though it's Kane who scored the goal, man of the match for me, Victor Wanyama. He's just a beast in midfield. Christian Atsu. This is decent build-up play from Newcastle. You with the shot. Easy peasy stuff for Lloris there. Not really enough power on that to test Lloris. Yes, Sonaldo. Going to spread the play wide to Eriksen. Look at the control from Eriksen. Cutting inside, which is exactly what we want. That's a brilliantly played ball to it. Ah, Son, but Atsu did well. Harry Kane wins it back. Finds Dele Alli. Dele Alli, brilliantly done, gets the shots off. Nah, the block from Manquillo was decent. There you have it, guys, our first half with this Spurs side, and positive signs all around the pitch because midfield looking solid, defense has been just amazing, and our attack, of course, did the job. Harry Kane with, of course, a peach of a strike to give us the lead. Let's hope things can get even better in the second half, potentially doubling up our lead. Dele Alli finds Harry Kane. I see Eriksen making the run. Can he volley this one in? Oh, Cardinal with the save. That would have been a brilliant strike. It was a brilliant strike, but the keeper actually made a good save there. Only 1-0 to us so far. We've got ourselves a corner. Can we produce from this? It's Harry Kane with the header, and he's done it once again. Harry Kane is a cheat code. He's given us a 2-0 advantage now against Newcastle United. Can he score a hat-trick, man? That would be ridiculous. 54 minutes into this game, we are leading 2-0. Going to be making a few changes for the rest of this game. Eriksen will move into the cam role while I bring on Lucas for his debut with us. Of course, very talented player. And I'm going to be bringing on Lautaro Martinez, but not right now. Maybe after about the 80th minute. Now, Lucas, we know he's quick. And we've got to use that pace. And there you go. That is the pace of Lucas coming into handy. Lucas, can he beat his man? Oh, that's something he's got to work on, you know. That's maybe the reason why I'm not starting him. Because if that was Eriksen out wide, he wouldn't have done that. He wouldn't have given the ball away in silly manner. It is time for his debut, guys. Lautaro Martinez is making his debut right now. I'm bringing him on for Eriksen. He's going to be playing in behind Harry Kane. Not really his preferred position, but he's got to adjust when you've got a top striker like Harry Kane in the team. Let's see what he can do. Here's Lucas in a solid position. I'm going to cross this one. Lautaro Martinez volleys this one, and it's above the crossbar. What a chance for him to get his first goal for the club. Just wide. There you have it, guys. Our first win of the season comes against Newcastle United in the Premier League. We pick up the 3 points. That puts us in a good spot after our first game. Solid performance indeed. And it's that man, Harry Kane again, who was stunningly good in this episode. And I think we're going to see a lot of that from Harry Kane because we know he's a top striker. And as I said, comment down below, how many goals do you think Harry Kane is going to get in the Premier League by the end of the season? I am predicting over 30 now because he's just sensational. He scores all kinds of goals. But anyways, 3 points in the bag. Really proud of this. That was exactly the kind of start we needed in the Premier League. A 2-0 win to Newcastle. And yeah, brilliantly done. And next episode's going to be so much fun because we've got a lot of transfers to make based on your comments and all that. So 70 million to spend in the next episode. Besides that, we've got Chelsea and also cup games and all that good stuff. It's going to be epic the next episode. This derby game against Chelsea has me worried a bit because we know they're a top side and it's going to be super fun, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, that's going to be all in the next episode. As I said, if you guys want the next episode tomorrow itself, 500 likes. I know you guys can smash that target pretty easily, so go down there in the comments. Not in the comments, just drop a like, I mean, yeah. Anyways, before we end this episode, you guys need to vote for your player of the episode. I think we know who's going to be winning this one, but you guys can vote between Harry Kane, who scored a couple of goals in today's only game against Newcastle, and your other nominee is Wanyama, who was brilliant in midfield, got himself an assist as well. So make sure to vote by clicking the I button on the top right of your screen. And that's about it, guys. This episode's been awesome. I'm excited to kick things off here with Spurs. And in general, just subscribe if you're new around here, if you enjoy what I do. And yeah, if you guys are excited for more career mode content. And apart from that, I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully for another Spurs episode.